Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today I wanted to talk about Scapegoat Child. First I'll start with the traits of Scapegoat Child so you can identify if you are one or anyone you know is the one. And yeah, later as usual we will go to the childhood from where this behavior has formed and how it has formed and how can we now uh, let go of all the negative things of that scapegoat child behavior and take all the golden things and good things which has come along with that. Okay, about the traits, if you or somebody you know is hyper independent, they really have difficulty in asking for even a small help. They want to do A to Z everything all alone, anything and everything. Okay, and they are super empathic when it comes to others. Like you just slip and they'll be like so concerned if you got hurt or anyone in their family or any friends got hurt, even a smallest thing. And for themselves, let's say they had an accident and broke the leg, they'll still consider it as like ant white. So these some of the major characteristics. Do you resonate, or do you know somebody who resonate with this? So these children, scapegoat children, has went through a lot in childhood, and which has impacted and go through so much in adulthood as well. Like how I told, they're like hyper independent, and also they'll have self doubt. You might not see it on the outside because they'll be so successful, they'll be so responsible, they overdo things, they overwork. So you don't see they don't have self worth. They're always like outgoing, successful, but for them, in them, they have self worth issues. So they don't make great choice for themselves. Like they're okay to overwork, no sleep. They can skip a meal and then focus more on helping somebody or working on something. So when it comes to them, because of self-worth issues, they really don't take care of themselves so well. So these are actually, if you have self-worth issue and if you don't take care of yourself, already it is too much issue. Okay, let's go to the childhood from where it has started and why it has started, and then come back to how we can resolve this. Okay, so usually in dysfunctional families, this scapegoat child is the one who is assigned the role of taking blame for everything which goes wrong, carrying the guilt, shame, and responsibility of everybody, and holding emotions of everyone. Like it mostly almost feels like this child is responsible to manage emotions of everyone at home. If somebody is having up and down emotions, they are going to feel responsible. Okay, maybe I should have done something to get them better, or maybe I did something because of which they are like that. It's not like by birth they took all the responsibility and it came like that. No, it is not the case. Most of the times, what happens, why this role is created, one child is made like this, is most of the times in such families, such some families, the adults, the parents, might not be strong enough to take accountability of things going wrong and take the blame of what went wrong or whatever happened, um, because of their own. Again, see, again, nobody to blame because everything comes from their baggage. Now at least we have the accessibility, visibility, we can go and find help and get things solved. But if you see generations back, they were still in survival mode. They survived, they had food, shelter. They gave food and shelter and education for kids. That itself was great thing. So again, as I always say, we don't point out anything to blame anybody, but this pointing out is required so that the scapegoat child, which was always considered as the one who is always wrong, always does mistake, always is the reason anything go wrong. So that that is not true. To say that, we'll have to give the clarity on why and how it came on him. It was the inability of the parents who did not take accountability of whatever went wrong, or whatever things did not go as per expectation. So it felt easy for them to push the blame on this child. Most of the time, no, all of the time, the scapegoat child is the one who is actually emotionally intelligent, and also very strong, because they are able to endure it. That is why it's always like pushed on this child, because they were able to question, why is it I did not do this? So they were many times, it was they were manipulated. Or I will give an example. Let's say there are two kids in the home, and maybe a hot water pot was kept outside by parent, and then one of the kid touched it. Maybe the younger kid touched it, and then it got burnt and got burnt. Now, instead of taking the blame on themselves, maybe the parent blamed the other child, the scapegoat child, telling, you were supposed to keep an eye on the small younger kid, and you were supposed to see that hot pot was kept outside and tell me to keep it inside, so that the child will not touch. Okay, so it somehow everything revolves and come back to the scapegoat child. It is your problem. It is your problem. You were wrong. You were supposed to take care of this. Anything go wrong, you were supposed to take care of this. Somebody break a pot. It was your responsibility to keep the pot safely. Why did you keep it outside? That's why the other kid broke it. Got it. And also, many a times, this scapegoat child, no, it was not appreciated. See, that is why as an adult also they achieve, but they never feel satisfied. They feel still lack, and then keep on doing. Because let's say this child was getting fifth rank, so there will be first goal given. You did not get first rank. First rank is important. Getting first rank is important. Okay, maybe the child strived hard and then got first rank. Then the goalpost is moved. Oh, now I'm a good child. I can receive love. Then the goalpost is moved. Okay, then it will like, only education, only studies is not everything. You have to go do well in sports also. Okay, then the child will be like, okay, then I have to focus on sports. Then it will get first rank in sports. I mean, sorry, first prize in sports. Then again, I mean, studies and sports, that is not everything. You have to get good name from elders. You have to be polite and agreeable to them. Most of the time, this scapegoat childs are quite rebellious, because they will have more emotional intelligence, and also they are strong mentally, also emotionally also. So it is a threat. The family feel it is threat, when because they would have been adjusted to whatever is going on. If somebody is blamed, they'll just take the blame and just leave it. So now somebody, that to a small young kid, asking question feels like a threat. So they start to dump all the emotional baggage, frustration, everything on that kid. So everything is your problem. So there is nothing I have to carry. It's easy, right? Let's say now something go wrong. I have somebody here to tell, oh, it's all your mistake. I feel so light. Nothing on my head, also nothing on my chest, also like no hard feeling, because it's all their mistake. It's easy to blame somebody else. So that is how the scapegoat child is. Because they are strong, they are always, everything is dumped on them. So as I told, if you see in if you closely observe, see if you are a outsider, because it's always about narration. The scapegoat child might not tell like, I'm doing lot of work at home, I'm doing too much, I have too much responsibility, uh, I'm overgiving, but I'm always blamed for others' mistakes also. No. Even as an adult, they might not come and tell because they are already fixed that I am the problem. So, from outside, if you see, from the narration from their parents or siblings, from this child, it always looks like something wrong with this person only, this child only. And others are nice because they are nice to outsiders. They want to maintain that image. Okay. But if you stay with them for just few time, like if you're a family member or relative who might stay with them, you can clearly notice. If you're emotionally intelligent person, you can clearly notice. Or if you're a close friend of them who actually know the narration, even the scapegoat child might tell narration in a way that they are bad, they are wrong, because that is what is programmed to them. Okay, but if you are a close friend or a family friend who is very closely linked to their family and know the what all things going inside their family, you know, oh my god, this person is like overly doing everything for the family, and in turn, instead of appreciation, they are getting blames, and they're like they're being looked like small. They have to shrink to fit in. I mean, what is happening? Why is it not a, they won't understand because that is how they are programmed. They think, yeah, everybody's responsibility is mine, but I am not so good. So all the love and care will go to some other sibling or some other person, some friend, and like let it be anything. Okay, so this is the scapegoat child dynamics, some of the dynamics. Let me just go through my notes and see if I missed something. So, yeah, they carry everything. But actually, scapegoat child is never the problem. Like Papa, they're doing so much. If you see, you start crying. Like they'll be like over responsible, overworking, over giving, over all the time over giving. But and super empathic when somebody else is having trouble. They are like they can whole night stay awake to take care of another person. But when it's turn of the scapegoat child, not happening. Their unwellness is considered as inconvenience, or nobody's bothered. And some and the worst part is even they are not bothered, because already it is so programmed that my in say my emotions are not important, others emotions are very important, my needs not valid, others needs are very important, I have to fulfill others needs, I have to take care of everybody's emotion, I have to take care of the whole family responsibility, I have to take care of everything and everyone except myself. Here, like, completely the self is erased most of the times, and it's really it's not easy for a scapegoat child to realize that also. Like I said, a close friend whom the scapegoat child trust a lot can actually point out, or a therapist whom like who can see the dynamics clearly and say, no, you are not the one to be blamed for any of this, they are the one to be blamed. Some other person who did the mistake is to be blamed, not you. You're not. There is no problem with you. You're actually emotionally intelligent. As a child itself, you were emotionally intelligent. That is why you were chosen for this role. Otherwise, see, taking burden of everybody's emotional baggage, all the frustrations, all the traumas. It's not an easy task. Somebody who can hold that itself is a strong person. See, that is why all that burden was kept. If you have seen some like big, what do you say? Like in a hill, if some god statue is growing and all, they'll hit that on top so that it should not grow more. It's like that. It's already so strong person, so emotionally intelligent and mentally strong person. So a lot of baggage are kept on them so that they won't they won't be able to uh, feel the threat, like uh, feel like a threat for the family, because the family is insecure. They're not able to see the truth. Obviously, right? Let's see somebody, let's say I have been walking a path, one path, this road for 20 years. If you see about elders, all their life they have been walking a path. Now, suddenly somebody questioning and saying, this is not the right path, this is the right path. They will like start feeling, okay, my 20 years I've been walking in this path. If that's invalid, then my whole life does not make sense. So they try whatever possible to defend this is the right path. That's all. Like whatever, even if they know that the other path is right, they don't want to see that, because otherwise, my whole life is a lie. I cannot believe that, because I have to preserve my life. I have to preserve that is right, even at the cost of closing my eyes and believing, yeah, this is right path. That's okay. So that is the dynamics which is happening. Again, let's move forward. Yeah, families create scapegoat child because they need somebody to blame, because they cannot take accountability. Many times, oh yeah, many times parents cannot regulate emotions. I remember, not now, like long back when I was in high school or something, one of the neighbor aunt used to come, and she was talking with my mother. She was telling, in my in-laws house, when my son was young, I used to have lot of pressure from my mother-in-law and brother-in-law and all. It was so stressful and all. So every night after I cook and all, I used to be so tired. I used to come and beat my son like left and right. Then I used to feel comfortable. Then I used to feel like the lighter on my chest. So this is what is happening. They are not able to handle their emotions. They are not able to speak back, or I mean, there is in a situation. I don't know if they were able to, or they could speak back also. But those emotions, the frustration, anger which they are having, they are not able to hold it. They want to take it out on somebody. This is the scapegoat child on which they'll take out everything. Beat him, scold him, blame him. Because of you only I'm staying here. Ayyo, my life is ruined because of you. Do anything. So that is what is happening. Usually the this child is a container for all the unprocessed traumas. They are constantly criticized and they're being misunderstood. Yeah, so always like this child has something to say, like always you have drama, you are so dramatic, oh you do so much overacting. And what is this, if they share their emotion or if they show angry, it is a disrespect. So that is how their emotions are so tweaked. Like, if you show your anger, you are disrespecting me. If you are upset and crying, then you are so dramatic. So their emotions should always be minimized. They were always minimized. Their emotions were minimized. So they could not speak up. Eventually, they started to minimize their own emotions. So see, as an adult, they overfunction. They're over responsible. They do everything outside, but internally, they might not get angry often. I mean, at the place, time when they have to get angry, maybe somebody disrespected them, somebody tries to use them. Ideally, they have to get angry, but they don't get angry because already they're Emotions are minimized from so long that they themselves minimize it now. It became to auto mode that my emotions not valuable, not important. So sad. Unfair blame. Yeah, always unfair blame. I give an example like whatever happens wherever. Why you did not do something to prevent that? That is asked. It's not like no, not fairness that how it happened, why it happened. Maybe we could do something better. No. Why you did not do something to prevent this? You are to be blamed. Yes, yes. Mhm. They feel emotional isolation inside the family that they feel nobody connects to them. Like that's all. And love is conditional. Yeah. If you comply, if you are on our terms, you will get love and support. If you ask for fairness, if you say no, I don't think I'm responsible. Somebody else did something. Okay. Tomorrow, your school parents teachers meeting is there. You attend it yourself. I'm not coming. And like many times they're manipulated, gaslit that you're too sensitive. Oh, always like in the name of fever, you don't want to do any work. It's, I mean, if it's done in childhood, no, it will be too impactful because that's when the kid's brain is developing. Kid's brain is forming what, how I have to be treated, what all the emotions, how I have to show emotions, which time, which emotion I have to do. So everything completely gets messed up, gone case. So the core trauma which gets created, something is wrong with me, I don't belong, love must be earned, if I speak up, I'll be punished. I am always the problem. These are some of the core wounds, core traumas which get uh, created inside this child. So, as a coping mechanism, it start to overwork, overgive, and not speak up, accept disrespect. Many times, be a doormat. What to do? Because this is how their nervous system will get wired. So it's very normal for them to overgive, accept disrespect. See, overgive, be over responsible for the same people and accept disrespect also from the same people. If some other person sees it, no, they'll be like wondering, then don't do that. I'm like, no, I am a good person. Oh yeah, this also. See, if they ask, let's say they have um, two chocolate. Okay, one chocolate uh, one chocolate for younger sibling and one chocolate for this sibling, like this scapegoat child. Younger sibling took the chocolate, ate it. Now this scapegoat child is opening the chocolate. Now younger sibling want a share. If it says no, 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 you already ate, no, I will eat. So selfish. You're so selfish. Small kid is asking, you can't share. I mean, see this. I mean, just example. It's not always, yeah. Elder sibling is the scapegoat child. Sometimes it can be younger sibling also. It majorly depends on who is intelligent and mentally strong. Whoever is emotionally intelligent and mentally strong is the scapegoat. Is chosen as a scapegoat child. Again, it's not like election happens and all. It's, I think it's understood in the dynamics itself. It gets, the roles gets created always. One is the favorite child, which is the golden child. Another is the scapegoat child. This dynamics, no, again, it's not something they are like specifically strategizing and creating. Many a times it comes from generations to generations. There are always one scapegoat child who takes burden of the whole family. So next generation automatically it comes. It's like again wired in their mindset. So it's easy, it comes to generations to generations. And the best part is, like I told, this scapegoat child is the one who is emotionally intelligent, intelligent and mentally strong. So this is also the black sheep of the family who is going to break the generational patterns. So if you see from like higher consciousness, this child, whatever it goes through, right, it is all paving the path for where it has to head, because this has long way to go. Like other, like golden child, you're like happy happy, easy easy, born and gone. No, there is no footprint of that person, right? Somebody who has a very peaceful and calm life, where is the footprint of them? Anywhere, even in the family or outside, it's less, very less, right? So yeah, so at least some benefit is there for the scapegoat child. As an adult, they'll be like chronic self doubt, hyper independence, because they learn support comes with blame, so they don't want that blame, they don't want the support also, so they'll be hyper independent all the time. This one I don't say most of the time, and many times they're people pleasers and they explain over explain. Their over responsibility, yeah, all the time. Shame, it's easy for them to attract shame, like they're always, anything go wrong, anything happens, they feel shame. Okay, maybe because of me, something I did made this happen. Yeah, there'll be strong empathy. They have strong empathy for others and no consideration, neglect for self. And the generational curse breakers, I mean, generational pattern breakers. But only if they step up, recognize, go forward, and break the patterns. Not if they are scapegoat whole life. Then where is the pattern breaking? So their nervous system gets wired to fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Fight, we know, always like fight everything, fight, and flight when there is a conflict, run away. I don't want conflict, run away, leave the place, escape, avoid. Okay, then freeze is, yeah, freeze is shutting down. When there is a problem, I'll shut down, I can't take it. Fawn. So fawn response, I'll make another video for fawn response, because fawn is the dangerous response out of all this. Because fawn is, you get suppressed, like somebody yells at you for planning something for yourself, and you give in, you compromise, and you say, okay, that was wrong of me to considering myself to eat something, so I'll never eat anything, or plan to eat something for myself, plan something for myself, like give in, get suppressed, just agree, be super agreeable to others so that there is no conflict. No, it's not good, but that's how fun works, because love is unpredictable and safety is unstable. This is what this children have learned in childhood. Actually, before going to how to heal and reparent the scapegoat child, I want to explain few other things. You know, even when sometimes childhood dynamics was this is how childhood dynamics was. Sometimes there is chance that as the children grow, this child gets exposure to outer world, even parents get exposure to outer world, and as a family, as a collective family, their conscious might increase and this scapegoat dynamics might change. Okay, they might have good rapport, and good harmony at home. This is like, there is high possibility if parents are also open minded, little open minded, and scapegoat child get this clarity, get this clarity on what is happening, some this is wrong, because they're emotionally intelligent by birth. They will know if this actually open their eyes, maybe take opinions of few people, they will know if they open, I mean, as a collective they discuss and evolve, maybe this dynamics can be ended there and they can have beautiful harmony at home. But there is a catch. Um, if some parents are not emotionally matured, and even when the kid bring up and say, no, this is wrong, this is what you did is wrong, I am not the one to be blamed for this and all, if they start blackmailing, like suddenly when there is a they blame the parent, they start feeling like acting like they're dizzy, they fell sick and all. See, this kind of situation, no, you can't do anything. Always the scapegoat child has to give up, right? You somebody blackmailing you, oh, I'm feeling dizzy, oh, I got something, I mainly health issues and all. If they bring up and dramatize that, then they can't do anything. These dynamics will not change, it just keep on. This scapegoat child anyways used to take the blame, used to form the fond response and give in, not question, live with the overburden, over responsibility. So that dynamics will continue. Mainly the parents being matured, or maybe kids staying different separately. In some this kind of cases, these dynamics will change, and then it will become, there will be harmony at the home, in the home. So otherwise, if you see this scenario, how to come out of this scenario, because as a person, you also deserve empathy, you deserve a life of your own. This scapegoat child, no, if you see, in their life there is no life, there is no their life in their life, because their life is always about somebody else. You might have seen in old generation, like first son, seven siblings, his life is only about parents and siblings education, siblings marriage. You might have seen so many movies, right, where the elder brother sacrifice everything for his brothers. And yeah, like movie wise, yeah, looks good, feels good. But why would anybody have to sacrifice their life for somebody else? If we clearly open our eyes and see, no, nobody is incapable. Everybody is equally capable. If you take a step back, they will step in and they will build their life. You are actually not doing, uh, what do you say? You're not doing good to them. Because let's say every day somebody will bring food and give me till I'm 50 years, okay? Then I'll never learn how to earn or how to grow my own food. You're actually doing a bad deed for their whole family. Like that person will become so incapable. How their generations will run? Will you go and do? That is what will be expected. But I don't think it should be. Every person, you as a person, you deserve to live your life. You also deserve to be empathized, even for smallest of scratch on your hand. It's not that everybody else deserve kindness, empathy, love, care, taken care, taken care of. Everybody feel that they can depend on somebody. No, these all things you you totally deserve. Let this sink in. Enough. Lot of hate you have taken as a scapegoat child. Not anymore. Many times the scapegoat childs, no, they would have taken toxic behaviors also. Like they also might be manipulative, gaslighting and all, because they had to survive that parent. Please come out. You are so emotionally intelligent, emotionally matured, mentally strong. You don't need gaslighting, truth twisting, drama and all. No. You are very well capable. but you really deserve all the love, care, taking care of, empathy, kindness, compassion. Don't never take blame which is not yours. No, you are not to be blamed. No. Somewhere something going wrong is not your mistake. Open your eyes. Be very, you know what, if you still think of for you, you don't do justice. So you think you're checking for your kid. If this happens with your child, what is right? Are they to be blamed? If no, you will not take that blame. See, standing up itself will solve this. Otherwise, nothing can solve. You have to stop when somebody tries to easily put the blame on you. You might think like it's okay. Because you're strong, right? You don't feel like, hey, I did not do. No, you'll be like, it's okay. Let them blame. At least they are fine. Because you think you are responsible to manage their emotions. If they are not fine, let them work it through. Let them become fine. If you're so concerned, if they are willing to, you schedule a therapist appointment for them. You will not take the blame. No, not after watching this. Okay? If some unfair blame comes your way, tell, I'm not taking this. Again, don't don't think for yourself, think it is for your child. This is happening to your kid. And then think, should that kid be blamed in this situation? If answer is no, you will not take the blame. Let's start with blame and then guilt trapping. Yeah, the in this dynamics, it's so obvious that this kid is guilt trapped from very long for so some reason, because the parent or whoever is created this scapegoat child dynamics, no, they need control. They run on control, so they'll have some guilt trapping, that one day you did something because of which I'm like this. You got it? So in that only you'll feel a whole burden of their life, family, everything on you, because one day you did something because of which something happened to them. Eh, whatever happened. How can anybody be blamed for something happening if it is not very straightforward? You go and hit them. I mean, nothing like that would ever happen, right? And also, like, what will you do with that guilt trapping? When guilt trap comes, you will tell, we will not discuss the past. Whatever happened, happened. No, it is not your trump card for your unlimited demands. I'm not going to accept all that. Not happening. Okay. Guilt trapping, blame, over responsibility. If I tell also, it won't change right away. I understand. That's okay. You, as you are very strong, you you're so capable to take so much responsibility and you take it. I understand, but only request is, along with that, no, you are also your responsibility. And just include that for now. And then start considering yourself as your responsibility to take care health wise, physically, mentally, emotionally. Sit with yourself. Show at least 1% of that empathy which you give the whole world to yourself. Really, how much you give to the world, how much empathy you give to the world, no? Even 1% of that, if you give to yourself, your inner child will be so happy because it wouldn't have received that anytime, not from somebody else. And because others abandoned you emotionally or whenever you needed them, you also abandoned yourself. Let's not do that. From today, you'll be kind, compassionate, empathic, and you are your responsibility before anybody else come. This is clear, okay? Before anybody else come. Not like next you'll get up and run. Oh, maybe they need something. You'll ask yourself, what I need. It's okay that I understand you can't leave your over responsibility right away. Now, I'll not do anything for anybody. No, you cannot do that. I am pretty sure about it. That's okay. But you also come under that responsibility. Let's start there. Let's start there. Be empathic to yourself, and you are also your responsibility. Include yourself in your responsibility. You will not take blame. You will not get in the guilt traps. And gaslighting also. If somebody change the narration, you will say, you know, we are not playing this game. Let let things be real. Enough you have bared. Now wake up. Your life is important. Your life is valuable. There's nothing wrong with you. You are important. You are worthy. You are valuable. Let all this sink in. I want you to comment down in the comments after applying these things what changes you saw, or if you want to ask any questions, or if you face any difficulty in applying anything, or even if you think you are the scapegoat child and you just realized it now. Do comment whatever you want to comment. I am so happy doing this video today. From very long I wanted to do, but somehow it got dragged till today. Nice. Actually, you can write a letter to your inner child also to heal all this. I'll make another video for that. Yeah. Right now, let it completely sink in and start with whatever I have mentioned. I hope you'll have a beautiful day and beautiful days ahead. Thank you. See you in another video soon. Bye bye.